very few things every one of us needs to live on this planet: water, at the very core of the body and our ecosystem.
New tonight, a Midwest group tells Arbella Caracta why it's critical for our health to remember that.
It's not a far walk downtown to the Missouri River, the longest river in the United States.
In Omaha, we say, Ni wahubeaka, water is alive and sacred.
This ceremony is paying respect to water.
We know that if we cannot drink the water, if it is unsafe, if it's polluted, it's going to harm us and our children.
It also reminds people how imperative it is to protect this limited resource from pollution. The Great Plains Action Society is inspiring people to get involved on the local level, advocating for policy which protects the water system. This includes air quality monitors, since air pollution can impact water quality. They also want to see private and public groups write specific plans towards more sustainability.
We are a local grassroots organization. We love people to get involved. If they want to show up at community events, show up at city council, talk to their representatives.
They call it a River Rights Caravan. Along for the ride, Kellen LaCour Connett, with an environmental nonprofit in Louisiana.
There's the Gulf hypoxic zone in the Gulf of Mexico. Some people call it the dead zone, and it affects our drinking water. It affects the water that comes out of our, shower faucets, which can lead to skin lesions. So there's a lot of different ways that our watersheds are connected for good or for not so good, depending on how we treat our watershed.
Through Native American ceremonies and grassroots organizations through the Midwest, they hope to have more people come aboard.
We make our petitions to water because that is what our ancestors had done.
On your side in Omaha, Bella Caracta, 6 News.
Their next stops on this tour will take them through Kansas, Missouri, and Iowa.